Minnesota, and wait, no, wait. Last night, Golden State won. The Denver Nuggets beat. It's 6-0. It was 5-0 before. Yep. Two games for the Knicks, two games for the Cavs, one game for the Minnesota for the Golden State Warriors, and one game for the Nuggets. So yes, there is not a home team that's got to win all second round of the playoffs. Mm-mm. That I can listen. Do you know how many years it took? You know, ever, ever since you've known me, I've been a Knicks fan. I was telling myself if I'm not the biggest Knicks fan that my friends know, I've done something wrong in life. Like all my friends need to know. Yeah, no, Harland's an idiot. He's been a Knicks fan. Oh, I don't know why. You will when you start seeing the hats and the jerseys being worn everywhere. We do. We do. We do. Well, listen. You gotta do something. You gotta do something. Oh man. Hmm. We'll be lifted. We'll be lifted. Listen. When you win a championship, like there is a generation of kids who become fans. Who become they may not be from the city. Like it's like it when you win a championship, that's what it does. That's what it does. There's like 7 and 8 year olds who are watching sports in a city that don't have a team, and they're like, I like that Jalen Brunson. And they become fans of a guy for the rest of his life. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yes. They can't be Brewers fans or Cubs fans. Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot you're an AL guy. uh, are they doing all right? I haven't been checking on them. Like a little league play. You could have seen something like that at the softball game today. You could have, and there's someone's crying. Yep. Are they at the age where they still crying or no? Oh, I played in softball. When I played softball when I was younger because I didn't have a little league team, so we just play softball at my school. We played softball. I was the pitcher, and I remember it just felt like one day everyone was just taking hitting practice at me. The ball just kept bouncing back, and I was like, "Dad, what do I do?" And he said, "Use your glove. That's what you have it. Catch the ball." I'm like, oh, when you start acting, because the ball don't come off the bat that fast and slow pitch, right? It can come off, but it's not that fast. So once I started, oh, I should probably catch this. It got a little bit easier before you start doing this, which is your first inclination. Yep. Fall to the ground and you pick it up. Mm-hmm. And if you're really worried about it, just protect your face. Put the glove up at your face and still let it hit your body and then roll and catch that. But if you're really worried, just protect your face. You want to catch it. That takes timing. That takes hmm. Yep. And don't be if it hits you, don't just sit there and whine. It's gonna drop in front of you. Pick it up and throw the first. That's what I had to learn. That is what I learned. I got better at pitching when I was not afraid of the ball coming street screaming back at me. Not that pitching underhand softball is a skill. but but yes. But not for me. So maybe for real softball players, they it's a slow pitch softball. But even sometimes they don't let you put any spin on the ball. Like they don't let you do any of that extra stuff. You just gotta serve it up. That's all you can do. It's really the position they put people who can't play any other positions. That's kind of I was because what can you do? All you gotta really gotta do is throw the ball over the plate and be able to field it a little bit. That's it. That's all you have to do. That was my first year playing. Then I moved to pick catcher, and then I moved to first base my third year. Yeah. You don't hate baseball. You hate the predicament that your team is in right now. I saw the that the Mets probably gave the Cubs one of the best players in the league right now. So, I don't know his name, but he was in our farm system, and he was kind of a throwaway player in the Francisco Lindor deal. Right. So when we got Francisco Lindor, we kind of threw him away, and now they're talking about he's the best five-tool player in baseball now. I was like, what? I'm not sure. I just saw that the other day. Of course, somebody was talking about how the Mets messed up. They fumbled that one. So let me see if I can find it. Is Kyle Tucker batting average 284, home runs 9, run batted in. Is it Kyle Tucker? Kyle Tucker. If I find any information on the guy, Cubs right field, the birthplace Tampa, 28 years old. Bio. No, maybe not. No, I don't think it's him. I don't know if it's him. Maybe. Let me see. Who's the? Is it Pete Crow Armstrong? Bio. Yeah. Yeah, third season. Yeah, he is. He is currently batting 265, 9 home runs, 27 RBIs, on base percentage of 841. They were talking about it. It's like, did the Mets fumble? I'm like, listen, we got Francisco Lindor. The man's batting like 330 right now. I think we're okay with that. You don't follow baseball anymore. Oh man, but I will tell you what, uh this part of the season of football, it's not a lot going on. A lot going on. The George Pickens trade. Yep. Yep. To get rid of George Pickens. A guy a guy they were not re-signing. A guy that they drafted in the second round. So to get a third round pick for him, I think is a steal. Service. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. That's just a quality the receivers have. But that's a quality of a number one receiver. A number two and three needs to humble themselves a little bit. And the question I think is, I told you, like, can he play on that team with one ball to go around? CD Lamb gets like 19 targets a game. Right? So I don't see them spreading the ball around like that, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Yep. Hmm. No, you can't cover two. Yeah. Nope. You can't double them both. And that really is what the reason. That's a good reason to have them. But it's a rental piece. You think he's gonna sign for? Because if he has a good game, a good season, you now have to sign him again. Yeah, of course he would. So it's you gave up a third round for a. Oh, that's why I said, are they one piece away from a championship? That's what this is. That's a one piece away from a championship kind of move. I remember when the St. Louis Rams got Jalen Ramsey. They were St. Louis. Were they St. Louis or LA Rams? I can't remember which Rams they were at the time, but they got Jalen Ramsey from the Jaguars. Jalen Ramsey was like the same thing. Well, he might have signed a contract. I can't remember, but it felt like it was a rental. And but they won a Super Bowl that year. They went and ran the Super Bowl. So then they went, kept him for a little while, and then they eventually got let him. They traded him to Miami, I believe. But if I remember at that time, I was like, is this the one piece you need for a championship? They did that. But mm-hmm, to build the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't is this the move that they said that he said he was working on? Because he couldn't have been. Mm-hmm. I heard somebody talk about that it would have been cool if they could have got a deal for Tyreek Hill. That would have moved the needle because Tyreek Hill doesn't really want to be in Miami. I heard on the radio now. I didn't see check this and find the article that someone asked him who are the five best quarterbacks in the league right now, and he did not mention his own quarterback. Now I get it. He's not. He's not. But you kind of gotta say it, right? You kind of gotta say it. It's tough. Yes. 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 But wait, do you know who he said at five? Who would you set at five? That would have been a solid five. That's a solid five. He didn't say either one of them. Baker Mayfield. He put Baker Mayfield at five. Exactly. Like if you would have said the Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts, wouldn't have been upset with that, right? But to say Baker Mayfield, I'm pretty sure Tua thinks he is as good, if not better, than Baker Mayfield. I was like, there's a few places you could have went, right? Where somebody would have said, "Oh, okay, maybe." And if you wanted a young quarterback, it's a CJ Stroud. Like if you wanted to go the guy Herbert over there and like this, but to throw Baker in there almost seemed like, yeah, nah, I'm really pooping on my quarterback here. That's exactly what you should text. Which I'm pretty sure Hill just leaves you in red. It just gives you the check marks and he read the message. He doesn't respond back to that. Well, I don't know. I don't get that because he shouldn't have left Kansas City. He left for money and then talked trash when he left. And then has had he had a good year and then had some bad years in there, and now he wants out. I I don't get it. Don't get it. No. A step slower or that would have been a good that would and I'm pretty sure he would have liked this the scenery change and the quarterback and the team. Yeah. Um hmm Oh yeah. But yeah, no, just looking at that. It's big Giants news. Uh our Bill Carter was shut down from 11 as well. It's 56. Pseudo great. Exactly. On defense, the position that you play. That's just not knowing your history. hmm unless he just did not know that 56 is yes. Oh. Oh. I've heard about that guy. Not the crazy one. Not the crazy one. Originally it was, yep. I heard that I heard that the Giants got involved and like we're not doing this. Like like we're not doing this. Let's stop. Correct. You open the door for this. It's but you know what? Like this led me to talk about did we talk? I think we talked about it when Malik Neighbors took his number. But as much as I talk bad about the Cowboys, I like not retiring numbers. Like I like it unless it's for players like Lawrence Taylor. You know what I mean? Like players that know this number can't be worn anymore. Right? That's okay for. But if not, the Cowboys put you in the Ring of Honor. Your name is there, your number's there, but anyone could then wear that number, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. You can you're basically saying you could give that one back, right? Is that what you're saying? Uh-huh. Mm, yeah, you can give that back. Can't give that back. Uh-huh. Will, Willie Gallimore. Hmm. Yes. Yes. Brian Piccolo. Who's he? Mm. Oh, okay, I know. Yeah, I think I've heard the movie. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Uh-huh. Name alone not getting up. You can't have that number. Isn't he still the best quarterback? Still, like, okay. I was like, I know that name. Hmm. Yes. 4 years they retired his number. Uh, that's that's probably true. Hmm. Is that the old nose middle guard, a center? Would a middle guard be center? Like, oh, not the ceremony master. Play both ways. 3 years? Okay. He made that college up. Mm, hmm. Okay. So you made me look at the Giants numbers too. We have 14. 14. Without getting becoming a problem. Yeah. Ray Flaherty, number one. Like I said, yeah. He played his career joining the team in 1929 after leaving in 1930 to coach. What? He left the team and then came back, blah, blah, blah. First player to ever have their number retired. I guess. I don't know. His number's unretired. So who cares? The argument is mistake. It doesn't make a difference. It's unretired. Tuffy Lemons, Le Mans or Le Mans, either one. Yeah, nope, don't care. He was personally scouted by Wellington Mara, the owner of the Giants. Inducted into the Hall of Fame. Mel Hine, yeah, these older ones also inducted into the Hall of Fame's first class ever. Those are those old because both of these teams are so ancient. Like we get that's what you get. And this is in number. This is in numbers order. So 1, 4, 7 for Mel, 10 for Eli. Leave that in there. That's not going anywhere. Phil Sims at 11. See, this is the one that I was like, yeah, you could. He's not a Hall of Famer. Won one Super Bowl, right? Never had. was never the best quarterback in his career of the time. He's most noted for going 25, 22 of 25 in a Super Bowl and getting Super Bowl MVP and then saying, I'm going to Disneyland. I think that's what he is most known for. I honestly don't believe that he played 15 years with the Giants. So, yes, I could see that. But still, from performances, two, maybe one. He probably went the year in both year 85 and then 91 when he got injured, or 90 when he got injured. Oh, 93. Okay. No, that's the closest he's okay. Yeah, they got crushed. Like he's not a future Hall of Famer. He's not even going in like a legacy. Maybe, maybe until Tony Romo took his job. Hmm. Mm. Yeah. It was rough. The Giants teams in those early 80s was bad. I think yeah. Yeah. I have no problem with that. Y.A. Tittle and Ward Cuff. Both of them wore the number 14. The number is retired with a slash on it. Two people wore the same number. And he's got that picture of him losing in the end zone crying like a baby. That's him. Yeah, I think it's against the Green Bay Packers, and it's like, yeah, it was a bloody game. He's like bloody in his face. The picture was great. It's a great picture. Um, but the name Wyatt Tittle was great. He was the best quarterback for the Giants had probably had until Eli Manning. And he played most of his years, I think, as a Colt. He came to us late in his career, I think. It's a tough picture. I like the picture. He's got no hair. He's old. He looks old. That haircut, he's with bald hair. See, he was old when he got to the Giants. It was one of those players that the Giants like made a huge trade for. I think we traded our coach to the Packers. I think we I can't I don't know if that trade is what we when we traded who's the legendary coach Lombardi, because he was our offensive coordinator. And yeah, yeah. Frank Gifford, number 16. Listen, that's what's name's old husband. Kathy Lee. I like it. Hmm. Yes. Yep. Yep. Holds the Giants record with 78 touchdowns. So it's a lot. It's a lot. So I'd give it. He was named as the Pro Bowl as a defensive back in 1953 and as an offensive back the following year. A first in NFL history. Listen, you know what? It's an old number. Frank Gifford, though, 16. I'd keep it retired. I do not know who Al Blozis is, number 32. And that's a good number, too. Blozis, that's 32 is a good number. You want to unretire that. Oh, Blozis was sent to okay. I shouldn't laugh. Blozis played just 3 seasons for the Giants, 1942 to 44. What do you think happened in those years? Yep. Immediately after the Giants lost to the Packers, Blozis was sent to overseas to fight in World War II. An Army lieutenant, he was killed in action in France. Joseph's number was retired. So, like you said, yes, that is the reason his number is retired. Oh, Joe Morrison. No, he keeps that one. He's also a good running back. His But number 40, listen, first of all, I don't think anyone wants number 40. So I don't think he has to worry about that number being unretired. Not a good number on a jersey. No one wears 40. Right? Charlie Connery, 42 is a decent number. I don't hate 42. But yeah, it can go away. He's also second in Giants history with 167 interceptions. That's difficult for the time where they weren't throwing the football. Right? Ken Strong, number 50. Yeah, number could get thrown away. Lawrence Taylor, 56, goes nowhere. We already know the stats. We've gone through it. And then Michael Strahan, number 92. I'm gonna say he still holds the single season sack record. He holds the record. Listen, don't make that face. He holds the record. Holds the record for the single season sack record. And he played every minute of his career as a New York Giant. Still reps the Giants hard now. Won the championship, retired. I think he goes. He stays, and that's it. So, and we do. They have that. This like OC Umenyiora is in that. Like some of those players from those teams are in the Ring of Honor, but their numbers aren't retired, right? So you save the retired numbers for your big players. You shouldn't have 14 unretired numbers, and then 90% of them happen from guys who played before 1950. So you got to throw those, you got to recycle those back in there. And maybe, you know what? We'll probably have the same, somebody will have the same conversation 40 years from now. And who won't know Michael Strahan and might go, listen, that was 40 years ago, right? Like, so maybe there's a time limit. Maybe there's a time limit that your jersey stays retired, right? Maybe your number's retired for 40 years, right? And after 40 years, it goes back into circulation. Let someone else reuse that number. So then, like, you get half numbers. You get, hey, 92 is retired because Michael Strahan and Todd Wazowski had 92, right? Maybe that's the thing. And or the minute that guy dies, the number's unretired. You know what I'm saying? That's that. Listen, you're still we still honor you. We still got you, but you're not here, right? Your name is still in the Ring of Honor. The number you wear 40, 50 years from now, how many people are gonna so Michael Strahan wore 92? It may not even be there, right? So maybe there should be a time limit on there. But 40 years might be too little because we would be coming up on uh Lawrence Taylor right now. Right? Like 10, 11 years. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yep. Probably it. Yes. In the stadium, maybe. Yep. Michael Strahan jersey, Eli Manning jersey, maybe a Phil Simms jersey. Who no one wants that though. Nobody wants it. He's got a cool number though. 11 is a nice number on the jersey, right? So there's probably kids out there who just get the number 11 and put their name on the customized jersey. It's a nice number. I wore number 11 in basketball. Hmm. Yeah. What about the college rule where you can have the number being used twice by two different players as long as they're on offense and defense? Yeah, and so you could have two. Well, used to be you can have two number 11s. One's a DB and one's a wide receiver. No, you don't. Okay. Too much confusion. But then you get the whole swath of numbers. There's nothing that's unavailable to you because someone uses that number on offense or on defense. And we do you want to go back to the old school where defensive linemen can only be numbers 87 through 99? Live offensive linemen can only be these numbers. It was. You saw a number, you knew exactly what position they played. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I felt that quarterback numbers was always like 1 through like 13 or yeah, something like that. So he probably also played defensive back, safety. he, he started on his defensive back. It's like I can't switch jerseys, so my jersey's selling right there. You don't see the guy putting my number on the back of those t-shirts. Yes. Low digits as well. Yep. To like 30 something. 40. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh wait. Oh sorry. But speaking of football, this is kind of a tangent for football. It's not really a football thing. Have you seen? I think it was like a snippet of the new Naked Gun movie when so oh the one I saw was Liam Nielsen was looking at a picture of what was his dad. And then have you seen the all everyone else looking at pictures of their dad? And then they get to OJ. It was a whole line of the whole police force. I'm not gonna lie, I really thought that was funny. And I was like, okay, I like this. Oh, really? Adam Sandberg? I don't know. I think okay, I know what you're talking about though. uh, okay. Not Mark McGuire from that Netflix movie. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh man. As long as they don't recycle jokes. Hmm. It's it's two when he goes undercover as the umpire and he's was it the first one? Doing his moonwalking. Mhm. Hmm. Yes. Mhm. Yes. It was okay. Yeah. Correct. Wait. Like an all convict team is that just okay? Because I can get a pretty good squad. I can get a pretty. Uh-huh. Listen, I'm glad you said this because I've been wanting trying to figure a way to get this into the conversation. My muscle guy is Aaron Donald. Did you see the video he posted the other day? Jesus Christ. He is dumbbell pressing dumbbells 130 pounds in each arm. Going one, two, one. Well, I said, what are you doing? What are you training for? You're retired. Easily. Wait. No. The funny thing was he didn't just toss him. Like if I had 130 pounds on my chest and I was lifting, I would drop them. I would drop the weights and let the weights hang. He doesn't drop the weights. He kind of just like sits up with 260 pounds and puts them back on his leg. I said, Aaron Donald, you're crazy. So my muscle is Aaron Donald. 100. Yes. Each arm. No, what is he training for? And like I would drop it. At at this point in time, when it got this crazy and I'm on my last rep, I'm dropping it. But he doesn't. Back up. That's not what you do. That's not what you do. Who does that? It's like he was about to then immediately go into squats with it. Like he was supersetting it with another exercise. He's a freak of nature. He's no longer in the NFL. Why? Why? Like Rodney Harrison. That's another one you want to put for muscle if you could. Not Rodney Harrison. Harrison. You know the Harrison I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Current players only. The brains. Yes. Ocean's 11. Oh man. It's got to be Mahomes, right? It's got to be Mahomes, right? It's got to be the guy who gets every call under the sun. He doesn't make the wrong play. Like, and you're Captain America. Yeah, yeah. He's definitely your muscle. He's a more suave Joe Cool, Mr. Joe Burrow. He definitely carries the swag to him that I could give it to him. Aaron's not playing though, so do you want to pick someone who's playing? Because yes, easily. I saw him. He's just huge. He's he has height to him that makes him hulking, right? Aaron Donald's a big guy, right? But Miles Garrett looks like he's like 6'7", and his shoulders are just wide, and he's big, and he's kind of got a tiny waist to be so big. He can't fit. It's no way. Yes, yeah, no, easily. Yeah, that's he wins that. If we had to pick current players, it's gonna be him. I don't want to keep picking all quarterbacks though. Yeah, you know who I want to say? Saquon Barkley. Of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you do. He's honorable to a fault almost. He loves his brother Loki. No matter what Loki does, he'd be he was of Asgard and he just yeah. I didn't want to. I didn't want to get him in there, but the goody two shoes of him in him. It's just. Hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, least impressive, but gets the job done. See, I didn't want all quarterbacks, but the first one, this one is for you, Jordan Love. Least impressive. That throwing motion, he's always off center. Job done. And they just happen to go where they need to go. Mm. Love Jordan Love. Silent Assassins. Man, not playing though. Not he's got to be currently playing because if he wasn't, I'd have said Larry Fitzgerald. Silent Assassin just goes about his business. Mike Evans. Mike Evans. Just gets the job done. Whatever the job is, gets the job done. Makes sense, perfect sense. He was sacrificed for Jordan. Is that the team? We didn't really say Captain America. We did. Patrick Mahomes, Captain America. That's the original team. We missing anybody? Thor, Hulk, Age of Ultron. They don't pick up Vision. Well, he's there, but he's not part of the team at that. He's at the end. Hmm. Vision's a sucker. I don't know about Vision. Remember, they pick up because at the end of that, they pick up Scarlet Witch, Vision, War Machine. These guys are in it. Yeah. Yes. He's got every weapon under the sun as far as wide receivers. Yes. Oh man. Wanda Maximoff. Witchcraft. Uh-huh. That's what she's known for in that one. Yeah. Bend reality. Who would have the most? I can't believe it plays. It would have been Saquon. It would have been Saquon, but whatever. It would Lamar Jackson is what I'm thinking. Yes, more plays, 15-second plays than led for touchdowns. Yep, I can see Lamar. Very quarterback heavy because they those are the ones that you get to see their personality. I think, yeah. Mm-hmm. Kind of did like a little hurdle side toss. Infinity Wars, your team gets huge. Ant-Man, Captain Falcon, Vision, Black Panther. Yeah, now it's yes. See, that's why I thought we was gonna leave it at the original one and just give the people like, hey, could you guys come up with your own? I think our team was pretty good. He's the Hulk. Yes. What's the thing? What if now that I start thinking about it, but there's no but hulking more than him. King Henry would have been a good one too, but Hulk, Miles is the Juggernaut. Exactly. Yep. Hmm. As Tony Stark. That's yes, that's uh-huh. We Hawkeye. Mike Evans is Natasha, Black Widow. Yep. We had Thor was Saquon. I think that's it. I think that's it. No, we had Lamar. Who do we have Lamar as again? Scarlet Witch. Yep. Hmm. Always falling apart. Always. That's not a bad team. I like that one. Yeah. Still looking, still looking. No. What ceiling? Like the ceiling would have to be really short. the, the standard ceiling at a house is 8 feet, right? And for him to hit his head, it would be possible if he had a 36-inch vertical. Also impressive. 9 feet. That's he could do that too because he's closer to 6 feet tall. He probably has a 36-inch vertical. Oh my God. It's got the drop ceiling too. So it looks like his head, he's been hitting that more than once. Look at that ceiling. That's crazy. That's crazy. Jesus Christ. He's jobless though. Wait. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you who's about to be on the market. Devin Singletary. So, yeah, there's rumors going around the Knicks. The Giants are he's gonna be the odd man out. Plus, they got to kind of make cap space, and they probably just gonna cut him. I think it's $16 million he's owed or something like that. But yeah, the rumors is that Devin Singletary will be the victim of the axe. Of course not, Nick. Yeah, you think J.K. Dobbins moves the needle for you? When it comes to injuries, I would take the guy who's had two of some of the worst injuries I've ever seen over J.K. Dobbins, who just doesn't play seasons. He just 27, 28, 26. 26. He played 14 years for the Ravens at least. Not one of those was a completed season. I don't think maybe his first one. I'll take the guy with zero ACLs over J.K. Dobbins. I- yeah. Hmm. It'd be difficult. It'd be difficult to find it. Well, no, this camps, people get injured. He'll probably get on the roster. Yeah, he'll probably find it. Yes, correct. Yeah. He's not, but he's not gonna go out there and be your number one. You're not going out there to ask him to be your number one. But he could be, right? So you pay him like someone who could possibly be, but is not. And you just go out there and let him do the best he can. And the best he can could be really good. Hmm. Hmm. His road to recovery is a 2 year road to recovery. It's not a no time next year road, this year road to recovery. Does the NFL schedule come out either next week or the week after that? Yeah, next Wednesday. Yeah, it doesn't. I will say the one thing I do look for the schedule because, like I said, me and my guys, we pick our vacation spot on it, so at least lets us know the day we go out, what games are on the table for us. So, did they win? Did they break that primetime streak that they had? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's game of the season. I I think I'm looking at our conversation from the text messages. Because I was like, I remember texting you throughout that game. If I had $1 for every Bears drive that ends with a hold, run for two, screen for two, check down for five, punt, I'd be a millionaire. That's you saying it. Oh, no, we was talking about Rojo running up the gut with Rojo, problem solved. Bears go for two and use a trick play and get stopped, and but they get bailed out. Your boys, I didn't realize he's the defensive coach of the Cowboys. Oh, well, shit. Ben Johnson. Listen, the hardest schedule. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. And we play each other. We play each other. So and we had the NFC championship champions, both of them, not champions, but the contenders in that game. Hmm. I know, I know. Uh, yeah, I don't think they have the depth though. I think they're one injury away from not being good. They lost. You got another year with Maserati Harrison over there. What if last year was the first year that Connor had a decent year? No, not the first year he had a decent year. He was relatively healthy. Arizona was your pick last year. It won't be your pick this year. Still early. Don't want to do the picks just yet. That's a, it is. It's not very good. Yeah, with Jackson Smith and Jigba, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, no, I'm. Listen, listen. Listen, after I get off, I've got to do my obligatory check every feed I possibly can to see what they're saying about the New York Knickerbockers. So that is up to nothing. Won them both at the Boston Garden. So now we get to bring it back home with would be insane. At this point in time, the, the Celtics just don't. They're still shooting too many threes. Still shooting too many threes. But that was their MO all season. They can't change who they are in the playoffs. I think team people are expecting them to change who they are. They won 60 plus games shooting a league high 47 free throws per game. Right? Not free throws, three pointers. They shot more three pointers than they did regular field goals. Attempted. They attempted more per game than they did regular field goals. That's just who they are. 60, I think it was like 63% of their shots were three pointers. You can't ask them to change who they are in the playoffs. And so everyone keeps complaining about how bad that they've been shooting the three pointer and how many they shoot. I'm like, well, you must not have watched them all season. This is what they did all season long. So it is what it is. Let me see. This today they shot how many shots? The Knicks shot 31. The Celtics shot 40. They were below their average, but they shot 25% from three-pointer for the second game in a row. You can't win doing that. Hmm. So Yeah, it was good. It was a good game. I was happy. I was happy. Very happy. Yeah, and we didn't even get a great game from Jalen Brunson. He's he won the first NBA Clutch Player of the Year, right? This is the first time they did that award. He won it. Yeah, I don't even know. They usually do NBA Clutch Player of the Year. Uh, the winner receives the Jerry West Trophy. So his name there is going after Jerry West. Oh no, apparently he wasn't the first. I see Steph Curry one point in time. But yes. But Jalen Brunson is just good when it really counts. Like I'm amazed at what he does. He had how many assists did he have this game? He only had 7 assists. He shot 19 times, 6 for 19. But when it came time for the fourth quarter, he's gonna give you the buckets that you need. It just is what it is. So no, no, the Knicks have had a problem trying to find a point guard. And I believe I said at the time, he will be the best point guard the Knicks have had in like 14 years. Like we just had a hard time finding the point guard position. And he was a good point guard. And at that time, we had Julius Randle and we had uh Barrett, who plays for Toronto, and those are supposed to be our guys that scored, and Jalen Brunson was going to be a facilitator. That's it. He came in, he didn't average that much. He was trying to get everyone involved. And then he saw the team that he was joining into and said, all right, okay, I guess it's time for me to take over. Because that's what happened. Like in the playoffs, we made the playoffs, but in the playoffs, Randall was nowhere to be found. Like he was just never show up for the playoffs. And that's when Brunson started showing up and started doing everything and basically became his team in the next year as well. So he's still the best point guard we've had. God, if I gotta go far back, Mark Jackson, maybe further back, maybe Walt Clyde Frazier. To be perfectly honest with you, he's he's much better than Mark Jackson. Like, so I may have to go all the way back to the 70s to Walt Clyde Frazier to find a better point guard than Jalen Brunson was put on a Knicks uniform. That's including Stephon Marbury. So, and he's yep. Who the equivalent of the go to your local Knicks game. But yeah, no, this is the Celtics being up 20 points for the second game in a row to lose is the first time that's ever happened. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I like Jason. You know what the funny? I like the whole team. I like all the players on that team, but they just happen to be wearing green and be in Boston. I can't root for them. Drew Holiday, man, he's giving Jalen Brunson fits. He's one of the best defenders in the league. The Bucks, the Bucks getting rid of him is the reason why that team can't win anymore. They got rid of all the defensive heart that team had and gave him to Boston. I don't like it. Jaylen Brown is a good defender. He's just not having a good series right now. I like the team. I don't hate hate the people on that team. Just they wear green, and I hate the Boston Celtics. Yeah. All right, man.